Good morning. Today we are going to learn chronopharmacology. First of all, what is chronobiology? Before proceeding to chronobiology, we need to learn what is biology. Study of any living creation, that is biology. Now, what is chronobiology? The science dealing with the phenomenon of biological rhythmicity in living organism is called chronobiology. Right? So, here during entire chronopharmacology we will have one common word, that is rhythmicity or rhythm, or we can consider it as a cycle too. We can consider it as a cycle, right? So, for understanding purpose, we need to remember that what is rhythm or any cyclical process which may work 24 into 7. So, here, first of all, chronobiology. So, it is the science dealing with the phenomenon of biological rhythmicity in living organism is called chronobiology. Next, chronopharmacology. Okay, what we have discussed during previous lectures, what is pharmacology? Pharmacology is a branch of medical science which deals with the study of or effect of drugs. Here it is chronopharmacology. It means we can see that the effects of drugs may vary with the biological timings, and we refer it to as a chronopharmacology. So it is the study of how the effects of drugs vary with biological timing and endogenous periodicities. The chronopharmacology is further subdivided into chronotherapy, chronopharmacokinetics and chronotoxicity. Okay. The molecular mechanisms that underlie the functions of the cell biological clocks are universally present in all cells and consist of gene-protein gene feedback loops in which proteins can downregulate their own transcription and stimulate the transcription of other clock proteins too. See here, as I suggested earlier, this is what a kind of cyclical process, right? So here it can be considered as a clock, right? So that clock may have a specific time and specific work allotted to that specific time interval. So here also, in cases of cell, they may perform many numbers of metabolic activity and on that specific time intervals too. They may follow a specific time interval or specific time guideline time duration. The existence of 24-hour rhythms is in gastrointestinal tract, that is absorption, binding to the plasma proteins, liver metabolism and renal excretion can be seen. Right? Even in gastrointestinal tract also it works, because all the particles of food, or it may have a drug particles or anything else that may undergo absorption. Next is, once absorption will be completed, it may enter into the plasma, the blood, where exactly there will be a presence of plasma proteins which may carry to the the site of action. Next is site of storage, next that is liver metabolism, and then finally it may undergo renal excretion. So each individual cell and tissue may follow that specific 24-hour cycle. The plasma level of a drug that changes predictably in time, and to whom we used to call it as a chronopharmacokinetics. Right? Understand? Chronopharmacokinetics. Previously we have already studied pharmacokinetics, that is ADME, absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. Now there is a new word, that is chronopharmacokinetics. What it mentions? It mentions that there will be a change in the plasma drug concentration or the plasma profile of the drug in variation to the time. A constant level of a drug in the blood does not imply that the response of effector cells will be the same throughout time, right? So that with the time The effects of drug on specific cell may undergo variation. There is a presence of 24-hour rhythms in receptors and cell metabolism. The constant concentration of a drug, the cell response changes. Here, if we wish to keep the concentration of drug throughout for that specific interval, that is 24 hours, then also it may undergo variation, right? Keeping concentration same for 24 hours, but the effects on cell or receptors may changes. Further complicating the view, any drug has desired and undesired effects that may also vary on a circadian basis, and we can call it as a chronotoxicology. We know that toxicology, what is toxicity, toxicology, right? Again, a branch of medical pharmacology which deals with the toxic effects of the drug, that is toxicology. Over here, it is referred as a chronotoxicology. That means we need to weigh, or we need to balance, or we need to come to know that what is desired effect, what is undesired effect, and there should be a balance between them. Therefore, to design a protocol of administration for a given drug, the desired and undesired effects must be weighed, that is chronology, for an optimal chronotherapy. Then only that specific therapy may have a higher success ratio. A substance capable of shifting the phase of the circadian time system and thus re-entering circadian rhythm is called as a chronobiotics. Previously we have studied antibiotics. Now what we have, that is chronobiotics. See, that was chronobiotics. So these are the chemicals or drugs which may have a direct effect on the circadian rhythm, or that specific 24-hour biological clock which may be present in cell or tissue. So that effects can be seen, or it may enter, we cannot say enter, but it re-enter the circadian rhythm. Okay. Here one substance, that is melatonin. Again we will discuss it during the chronobiotics. The melatonin administration synchronizes the sleep-wake cycle in blind people and in individuals suffering from delayed sleep phase syndrome or jet lag, as well as in shift workers. See, in many cases we can see that there won't be a induction of sleep. There might be a certain reasons because of children's, it might be because of your job pattern, it might be because of the frequent traveling, right? So, or it may be common with blind people. So in these are all cases, melatonin will be given, and it again synchronizes the sleep-wake cycle, and there will be an induction of sleep. Generally we know that once there will be a sunset, the amount of melatonin increases in body, and within a specific 3, 4 or 5 hours there will be induction of sleep. That is what is normal physiology. The effect of melatonin on sleep is probably the consequences of increasing sleep propensity, that is by inducing a fall in body temperature, and of a synchronizing effect on the circadian clock, that is chronobiotic effect. Daily melatonin production decreases with age. Yes, there will be a decrease in production of melatonin in reference to the age. In several pathologies, attains its lowest values in Alzheimer's dementia patients, where we can see that forgetfulness there can be observed with dementia, and again it is common with aged persons or geriatrics. About 45% of dementia patients have severe disruptions in their sleep-wakefulness cycle. Okay, we need to undergo, or we will understand these three basic definitions. First is chronopathology. It describes the time-dependent effect of a pathological agent to cause the disease. Chronopharmacology. It analyzes the time-dependent variations in response to a pharmacological agent. And what will be that agent? Drug. Chronotoxicology. It describes the daily changes in the activity of toxic agent on a given organism. Okay. Last topic, chronobiotics. The term chronobiotic is defined as a drug that specifically affects the physiological regulation of the biological time structure. What is that biological time structure? That is 24-hour cycle, which may have a fit or which may have a set with the help of a specific cell and tissues. Today, chronobiotic defines any chemical substance capable of therapeutically re-entering desynchronized circadian rhythms or by increasing amplitude of rhythm, prophylactically preventing their disruption following environmental insult, and those environmental insults may have a role in development of that desynchronized circadian rhythm. Now, it restores, or we can say that chronobiotics restores the previous system. The prototype of this type of drug is melatonin. Melatonin is produced in humans. It plays a major function in the coordination of circadian rhythmicity, remarkable the sleep-wake cycle. So this is all what I wanted to share with you. That is basic introduction about chronobiology. Next class we will go through the circadian rhythm. Thank you.